All right, we're talking about the housing market in 2025, okay? In the United States, home prices, median sale price is still $425,000, and the 30-year fixed rate is right around 7%. So most people, the affordability is tough, and the interest rates have gone up to 7%. You know, a couple of years ago around COVID, they were at 3%. Some people even were less than 3%, and much more affordable in that scenario, right? Because your monthly mortgage payment is going to be a lot less. Year over year, February 2024 to 2025, prices went up by about 3%. So lots of people say they want to wait to buy a house and they're going to wait for prices to come down. But another stat is that there's just not enough inventory of homes. So the United States is 3 to 4 million homes underbuilt. So it's going to be hard for prices to considerably come down in the long term, just because there's not enough homes on the market. There's been some pressure from builders and them doing price cuts and interest rate buy downs, but on average, prices are still going up. Of course, some of that has to do with the just inflation in general and the dollar losing purchasing power. So it's not necessarily that the house has become much more expensive, more so that the dollar has just continued to lose purchasing power. So everything that you're buying, whether it's groceries or insurance or clothing, if over the past few years the price has gone up just because the value of the currency has gone down. So what's next? Yeah, long term, really the message here is that prices pretty much always go up. So I think even if you bought a house in the Great Recession of 2008, if you bought that house and you still owned it today, obviously you're doing very good. So even if you bought the house right at the peak before 2008, like in 2006, 2007, when prices were high, and then they dropped by 30, 40, 50% in 2008 and 2009, if you held the house for the past 20 years, you would be doing incredibly well. So it's a long game in real estate, but if you have the ability to buy it, typically you're going to be doing a lot better than other people, because you get a fixed monthly payment. The problem right now is that the mortgage cost is pretty high and people just can't afford it. The home price is high, and with the 7% interest rate, it's not 3% anymore. So the mortgage payment becomes kind of onerous. And like I said earlier, millions of people are just kind of priced out of being able to afford it based on a normal income. And it'd be okay if incomes kept up with like inflation in home prices, but they don't. So if you're earning a normal income, the longer and longer you wait to buy a house, it becomes almost more expensive because the house price is going up faster than your income can keep up. So if you didn't do it earlier on, it becomes harder and harder for a lot of people, especially if you live in an area like on the coast or in a higher cost of living. Prices are, they can be $1 million for a somewhat normal house. So closing point here is, if you don't already have a house, it's going to be pretty difficult to get one. And there probably won't be a significant crash. I mean, there are areas like in Florida or other markets that housing prices have come down, but still over the long run, they've continued to go up. And again, if you have a house, if you own real estate, you're kind of in the have group of society, and if you don't have that, you're in the have-nots, and that kind of drives the wedge between those two groups of people, because you can leverage yourself with real estate. You put down 10%, even less than that, you're getting 10% a year appreciation on a $600,000 house. So that's $60,000 of equity. If you didn't buy the house, now it just becomes more expensive for you to get in. So you guys let me know what you think. That's just a quick update. Prices in the long run, I think, will continue to go up. That's just what houses do, and we're underbuilt. So unless we build a bunch more houses and there's more supply, I think it's going to be kind of prices are going to continue to grind higher. So let me know what you think. Subscribe for more. See you on the next one.